So page 11 says which one of these is not like the others and explain. We started this yesterday. You should have had that same chart. And again, I think the chart gives you a good visual of what actually you're finding. We wrote the width and the height of circle A. So circle B, anybody got a width of that one? Width and height of circle B? Kellen?
Width is 10, height is 8.
Okay, so what would be the ratio of width over height?
No.
What was the width you just gave me?
10 over 8.
10 over 8. Does that reduce?
Yes.
To what?
To 1 and 1 4.
Yeah, we left this one as 5 over 4, so I'm going to leave that one as 5 over 4 because then I can see it's the same. So those two circles are the same. It's asking us which one is different, so hopefully it's C because I already said A and B is the same, or are the same. The width and height of C. Jonas.
Width is 10, height is 6.
So 10 over 6, that can be reduced to 5 over 3. So which one is different? Circle C. Why? I could simply say it has a different width to height ratio. Okay, that's good enough. Question number 2 is a similar type of problem. It's just comparing the amount of peanuts and raisins in a trail mix, and you want to know if they're in the same ratio. Okay, same thing as we just did up here, we're comparing the width and height. Now we're going to compare the cups of peanuts to cups of raisins. So if I would take 3 over 2, that's peanuts over raisins, and I would take 4.5 over 3, which is peanuts over raisins. Are those the same thing? Okay, it's kind of tough to see because I have a decimal inside of a fraction, so we can divide it. Anybody know what 3 divided by 2 is? What's that? 1.5. How about 4.5 divided by 3?
1 point.
So, are they going to taste the same? Yes. Why? Because the amount of peanuts to raisins is in the same ratio. It's the exact same recipe. Okay, so again, however you needed to do to explain that. 1.5, 1.5 cups of peanuts for a cup of raisins. Question number 3 I thought was the trickiest one. So it's kind of making you think of what will fit on a regular sheet of paper. A regular sheet of paper is 8.5 by 11. And I would kind of organize the left side into smallest to biggest. So if you have a person, a football field, a state, a floor plan of a house, and a farm, which one is the smallest? The person. So that would probably use the smallest scale. And they do have them ranked from smallest to biggest. So which scale do you think we're going to use there? Yeah, the first one. So I'm going to put a little 1 there to represent the first scale. There is one of these I can eliminate. This one doesn't really fit in the 1 foot to 1 mile. That means I'm going to have to fit it on a 1 foot sheet of paper, and our sheet of paper is less than a foot. So I'm going to eliminate number 4 right away. Okay, so what's the next smallest? Football field, state of Washington, floor plan, farm. What is the next smallest? Floor plan. So let's use the next smallest scale for that one. Which one do you think? What number? Number 2. So I'm going to put that by the floor plan of the house. Okay, next smallest. Football field. So which number you want to put there? Number 3, yep. Next biggest. State of Washington, rectangular farm. And I'm going to flip this and say which one is the biggest. So I want to use my biggest scale for that one. 1 to 10 million, that'd be 7. That'd be the state of Washington. That's the biggest one. And I would actually take 5 or 6 for E. Both of them would be fitting on a sheet of paper. So either one of those would be fine. Okay, problem number 4. Bless you. Which scale is equivalent to 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer? How many centimeters are in a meter? 100. 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Rylan, how many meters are in a kilometer?
100,000.
That might be the answer, but I just want to know how many meters are in a kilometer. What's that? Nope, more than that.
100,000.
Less than 100,000.
1,000?
1,000. So if there's 100 centimeters in a meter and 1,000 meters in a kilometer, I would need to multiply these two numbers together to give me the answer of how many centimeters are in a kilometer. So how many zeros do I have over here? That's how many zeros I would need in my answer.
6, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Rylan, what's my answer?
100,000.
Yes. Which letter did you say?
C.
C. 5. Find 3 different ratios that are equivalent to 7 over 3. Cameron, can you give me one?
14 to 6.
14 to 6 would work.
21 to 9.
21 to 9. Sophia?
4.5 to 1.5.
4.5 to 1.5.
Wouldn't it have to be 3.5? To 1.5?
Let's see. Here?
Yeah.
Divide by 2. Yep, it should be 3.5. Good catch. Are those the only 3 I could have? No, there's more. You read, you got one more?
28 to 12.
Sure, we'll list one more just for fun. 28 to 12. Has to list 3. Explain why these ratios are equivalent. So why are these the same thing? Boston.
You're either multiplying or dividing.
You are multiplying or dividing by the same number. Okay, you could have said they all reduce to 7 over 3. You started with 7 over 3. If you multiply or divide by the same number, you're always going to get the same thing. However you need to explain that, just make sure it works for all of them. Okay, any questions on the homework?